Video West presents
Silkwood versus Kerr-McGee, an update on the case and its implications. Karen Silkwood was a plutonium lab technician at Oklahoma's energy giant Kerr-McGee Corporation. In September 1974, she agreed to become a spy for her union to collect evidence of unsafe and illegal practices at the plant. A month later, she was mysteriously contaminated with a microscopic amount of plutonium, the world's most toxic substance. The plutonium was traced back to a piece of bologna in her refrigerator. A week after her contamination, Karen Silkwood was killed in a car crash while on her way to deliver her evidence to a reporter for the New York Times. The manila folder she was carrying was never found. In 1976, the Silkwood defense team commenced a lawsuit against Kerr-McGee, asking for damages for her contamination and death. Last May, that trial resulted in a $10.5 million verdict against Kerr-McGee.
The verdict stands for the right of American people to speak out against government, the right of an American jury, 6 people from the heart of this country, right from the middle of Oklahoma, to speak out to the whole nation and say, as a jury, we don't believe in the government, the standards, we don't believe in the gobbledygook and the numbers games and the numbers crunching, we don't believe in all of the things that have caused the truth to be hidden from America.
The American people in the middle of America believe that they've been lied to. They believe they've been lied to by the corporations. They believe they've been lied to by the government agencies that are supposed to be protecting our people against radiation. They believe that they've been lied to by the government agencies.
Howard Cohn, investigative reporter for Rolling Stone, has been following the 4-year struggle to get the Silkwood case into court. He was asked what the trial resolved.
First of all, it did not resolve the question of who killed Karen Silkwood. That aspect of the case was cut asunder by the judge and is now up on appeal. But the jury did decide the question of who contaminated her, or who is responsible for her contamination.
Workers were contaminated over and over and over again, and nobody told them about cancer. As a matter of fact, when they took the stand, they said they didn't know about cancer till they read about it in the newspaper during the trial. There's no question about the fact that they're going to die. One man said that he thought he was contaminated on an average of twice a week for 4 years while he worked there. 19-year-old people who came in were contaminated within 1 or 2 days after they started work. They painted over the contamination. They didn't decontaminate desks, walls, floors. They just painted it over with white paint in order to hurry up and get the production back online.
The jury was presented 2 theories. One, that she had done it deliberately to herself to embarrass the company. The other theory was that Kerr-McGee had done it to prevent or sabotage the investigation. The jury fined Kerr-McGee $10 million, the largest punitive award ever out of a trial court, and for 3 primary reasons. One, that the company had lied to the workers and to the public about the dangers of plutonium. 2, that it had defrauded the government by producing defective fuel rods. And 3, that the security system there was so bad that up to 40 pounds of plutonium, enough for 4 bombs, was either lost or stolen. And as a result, we have a record verdict out of Oklahoma City.
She was contaminated for 3 days in a row, and her home was contaminated. And in the face of that fear, she continued to collect the documents that she was going to deliver to the New York Times. And on her way, something happened right here.
The implications are going to be countrywide. They're going to be felt in places like Pennsylvania and Colorado, where there already have been accidents where the people living near nuclear plants have been contaminated with radiation. In Colorado, for instance, people in the 50s were contaminated and now are dying of cancer. The verdict showed that the nuclear industry can no longer hide behind the inadequate government standards as it has in the past. As a result, nuclear power is going to become less profitable, and the fantasy of cheap, clean nuclear power is going to be a thing of the past.